Yo, what's up with all my brothers and prudence? I'm feeling good. I hope y'all feeling good. I got a reaction video for this channel. I want to start banging out videos on this channel at least like once a week. But give me the 10 likes on this video so I know y'all rocking with me. Leave a comment down below if you think you got a video I should react to. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
A CCTV camera captured a lone teenager circling the footpaths on a bicycle. The rider, later identified as 14-year-old Kian Moulton, appeared to be roaming aimlessly around Tritterford Mill Park. Nearby, 12-year-old...
And get you some gas, bro. Weed ain't bad for you, alright? I'm sick of that shit. Weed is not bad for you. It might calm your stupid ass down just a little bit. I love you.
Leo Ross, still in his school uniform, was walking home from school. Their paths crossed. Off camera, in a sudden and unprovoked burst of violence, the teenager lunged at Leo and stabbed him in the stomach. Leo collapsed on the pathway, gravely
What the
wounded.
fuck?
Oh,
they in the UK, boy. They ain't got guns out there. Bro, does the police got guns in the UK? Hey, if you from the UK, let me know in the comments if the police got guns out there. Because if the police don't got guns, it's actually kind of crazy. Because I know some criminals got... There's no way criminals don't got guns out there. No way everybody's walking around with a knife. The police got guns, right? Like, at least at the police station or something.
CCTV footage then shows the bicyclist hastily riding away, pausing only to discard a knife in the bushes by the stream before doubling back.
This little nigga is wild.
Police and paramedics rushed to the scene after a passerby called 999. Body-worn police camera footage from that moment shows a composed Kian Moulton standing by,
that's him.
pretending to be a concerned
That's him.
As medics fought to save Leo's life,
No shot.
Moulton calmly tells an officer that he was simply passing through on his bike and discovered the injured boy.
I was probably here around about 3. Okay. Yeah. I was, cause I just come out every now and then by my bike. I was riding cause there's a, you know the mechanic shop up there? Okay. I was gonna come through here cause that's leads that way, that is. But I seen him and then I seen this woman, she was walking out, so I told her to call you guys. Yeah, so I told her to call you guys. Then I went to get some help from different people and that's all I know about it. He was laid there like that when I got here and that's all I know about it.
Play War Thunder now. Join millions of players across the globe in massive battles on tanks, aircraft, and helicopters.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Lil bro stabbed him and then stayed there. Why the fuck did he stay around? Why the fuck did he stay around here? This shit makes... I don't know. Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm tweaking, but why did you sit around there, bro?
So just to confirm, you've been riding along here around 3-ish. Yeah. Was it 3 bang on or was it after 3? Because it's now.
Can't really remember, but it was around the 3.
Near to 4. Okay. You've then seen the lady in... Okay.
No, I've seen him, and then as I was looking at, I didn't touch him because that could put me in that case.
Okay.
But I was seeing her, she was walking there. Yeah. So then,
I didn't touch him and put me in a case. Could have checked if he was alright, folks. See?
and then him.
Okay.
At that moment, police had no reason to suspect the mild-mannered teenager giving a statement was actually the killer. After speaking with officers at the scene and feigning concern, Kian Moulton got back on his bike and rode home, leaving behind a fatally injured 12-year-old and a baffling crime scene. It would take a dedicated investigation and a trove of evidence to unravel what had really happened. Kian Moulton was a deeply troubled teenager, known to authorities for his violent behavior. He grew up in Yardley Wood in South Birmingham, just minutes from the park, where he would later attack Leo. His upbringing was unstable.
Those are apartments? Hold on. I'm sorry. These are apartments or just houses? Gotta be apartments. Like 1, 2, yeah, like 3 people apartments. 1, 2, 3. 3 family apartments. This how all the houses look in the UK, bro. Look at all these. They all look like just apartments. There's no houses out there. But the inside of there look like houses.
Minutes from the park, where he would later
I'm moving
attack
to the UK,
Leo.
low-key.
His upbringing was unstable, and he displayed behavioral issues from an early age. Kian's parents had separated when he was very young, and he was was exposed to domestic violence in his home as a child. After the
I ain't even trying to hear that shit. This nigga is what, 13 or 14? He knew he was about to stab that little ass boy. Lock his ass up. Throw away the key. I don't want to
age
hear
of
it.
4, he had little to no
Troubled,
contact
blah,
with his
blah,
mother,
blah, blah, blah. I
and
don't
his
want to hear
father
that shit.
struggled to manage him,
Don't want to hear that
despite
shit.
trying to keep the boy on a steady path. At school, Moulton's behavior was so dangerous that he was expelled from mainstream secondary education and even expelled from a special pupil referral unit that was meant to handle students with issues. According to later
It's a
reports,
little badass little
he had
kid.
broken a teacher's nose and once brought a knife into class, among other incidents.
He bust a
By
teacher
early
in his face.
2025, he
Tell me to do
resided
my
in a
homework,
secure
nigga. Fuck
children's
wrong with
home
you?
for
I don't do
youths
this shit.
with serious behavioral problems.
What the fuck?
His own parents had reportedly
This little nigga is a demon.
warned authorities that their son liked violence and gained enjoyment from it, underscoring just how disturbed his mindset had become. Multiple mental health red flags accompanied Moulton's outward violence.
This shit
In
crazy.
court, his defense would describe Kian as having formidable mental health problems. He had been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and a conduct disorder.
Look, gang, I got ADHD and I ain't never feel like just riding my bike, jumping off that bitch and stabbing somebody. Keep it a band. Keep it a band. I ain't never feel like just riding my bike down the street, jumping off and stabbing somebody. ADHD don't do that. ADHD make you sit here and be like, ooh, there go a butterfly. Oh, damn, there go a plane. Oh, my shoes untied. Oh, my toes big. Like, you just can't focus. That nigga was focused on stabbing somebody. Don't sit here and play. Don't sit here and play, gang. Don't sit here and
He
play.
experienced episodes of self-harm and had voiced suicidal thoughts, and there were claims that he heard disembodied voices urging him on.
Schizophrenic.
Therapists were made available to him during his time
See?
in care.
I don't hear no voices. My ADHD, I hear myself in my head just talking. Just talking. It's just myself, okay? It's me. I don't hear no crazy disembodied fucking grandma talking behind me. Nah.
But he often refused to engage with treatment. Police were well aware of Kian Moulton. Even though he had no prior criminal convictions at that point, he was already a suspect in 4 separate assault incidents between October and December
Bro, this little nigga is a demon. He's out here, bro.
2024. Astonishingly, 2 of those
That's a
incidents
UKYN right
involved
there.
attacks on police officers themselves.
Yo, this
The
little...
authorities
He attacked the police. This is a UKYN, and I'm not playing. A real UKYN, bro.
repeatedly in connection with violence.
Holy
Yet
shit.
he remained at large in the community under the nominal
Remained
watch of
at
the care
large.
home.
Shut the fuck.
In
He's
the
like
3 days
10.
before
What did he
Leo
say,
Ross's
14 or
murder,
12 or some shit?
Moulton launched a
He
series of
remained at
attacks on
large. Nigga, he's
elderly
with his
women
mama.
in the same park
He go
area.
talk to his parents.
Around midday on
Fuck you
January
mean
the
he don't
19th,
feel like taking his
an
medication?
82-year-old
You better
woman
make him.
walking alone
Kid.
along the River Cole became Moulton's first known victim. Kian approached the elderly woman from behind and shoved her forcefully into the river. The victim fell face down into the cold water and ended up soaking wet, partially submerged in a ditch. As the pensioner tried to comprehend what was happening, Kian stood over her and said, "I tried to drown you, but now I'm going to kill you." He then grabbed the woman's walking pole and began to beat her with it, striking her multiple times.
And this nigga wasn't in jail already, bro? I know why they said still at large now. What do you mean? What do you mean he don't have a criminal record? You just told me he pushed an old lady into a pond and then beat her with a stick. And he don't have a criminal record? Bro, what? The UK is crazy.
He then walked up to a passerby and told them, "There's an old lady in the water and she needs help," directing the Good Samaritan to the scene before slipping away. She was severely hurt and in shock, telling her rescuer that she thought she was going to die during the attack. She had multiple injuries, a laceration on her head, a broken nose, 2 black eyes, a fracture.
Yo, this little nigga remind me of, I know y'all seen that the Michael Myers movie when he was a kid. And he tied up his dad to that chair and shit. When he was out, the little clown. And he beat bro in the woods with the stick. That's who he is. That's who he remind me of.
Rib,
right there.
2 broken fingers. Injuries were so serious they required surgery to repair. On January the 20th, the very next day, Moulton struck again.
Holy
This
shit.
time his victim was a 72-year-old woman who was out for a walk in the same general area. As with the first attack, Kian approached from behind, targeting a
nigga is
lone,
outside.
vulnerable passerby. He either shoved or slammed into the woman with an object with great force, hitting the left side of her back. The blow knocked the 72-year-old to the ground. She lost consciousness from the impact and was later found on the path by another passerby, bleeding from a head wound. As Moulton fled the scene, he apparently said, "I'm sorry," to his victim. The woman suffered serious injuries, including multiple broken ribs, and the trauma from the fall was so severe that she needed an emergency hip replacement surgery soon after.
Yo!
In a statement to police,
Holy
this victim
fuck!
said she feared the incident would leave her anxious about going out alone. She became emotional, just thinking about what had happened to her for no reason at all. Even before Kian Moulton
This
encountered Leo
little
Ross
nigga
on
is a
January the 21st,
demon, bro.
there was a third attack that day.
If I was your parents, bro, and they told me you beat up an old lady, I would beat the shit out of you, little boy.
Incident were not extensively reported, but it involved a separate victim, also an older woman, according to prosecutors, and occurred prior to the assault on Leo. This means Moulton had already attacked 3 people in 3 consecutive days, all in the area around the River Cole and Tritterford Mill Park. By the afternoon, Kian Moulton was literally hunting for a new target in the same park where he had left a trail of injured pensioners.
You, just you, building your app.
Yo, this video is actually getting... I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. I did not think this video was going to be like this.
Was going about an ordinary day in the life of a 12-year-old.
12 years old,
Leo
bro.
was a first-year secondary school student who attended Christ Church, Church of England Secondary Academy in Yardley Wood.
That is a long-ass name for a school, bro. Foster
with
care.
the Weston family, who described him as a beloved part of their household. Leo's biological parents, though not his primary carers, were very much involved in his life as well. His mother, Rachel, and father, Christopher, both loved him dearly, and he had siblings and extended family who adored him.
This shit
On
crazy,
January
man.
21st, Leo went to school as usual. It was a normal weekday, and nothing could have foreshadowed the danger lurking on his route home. At the end of classes that day, Leo left campus wearing his uniform and headed out on foot. His path home took him through Shire Country Park, a green area along the River Cole that local students often used as a shortcut. In fact, Leo was planning to meet a friend in the park that afternoon, which is why he was walking that way. The park and river trail were familiar to him and generally considered safe in daylight. Tragically, Leo Ross was exactly the kind of unsuspecting, vulnerable target that Moulton was seeking.
Yup.
Investigators later recovered footage showing Moulton circling around on his bike near the Tritterford Mill Pond and along the paths. He was lying in wait for any suitable victim. When Moulton saw Leo walking alone, he zeroed in on him. Moulton approached Leo and pulled out a kitchen knife he had been carrying. He then stabbed the 12-year-old once in the abdomen, puncturing vital organs. Mortally wounded, Leo fell to the ground on the secluded path. The attack happened so quickly and in such a relatively isolated spot that no one witnessed the stabbing. The first indication to others that something was wrong came moments later, when Kian Moulton himself emerged from the scene, behaving as if he had just discovered the victim. He tossed his knife into the bushes near the riverbank. That knife would turn out to match the fatal wound in Leo's abdomen, and Leo's DNA was found on it. A woman walking in the vicinity ran over, finding the boy on the ground.
This is... let's see, they got a gun. Y'all see a gun?
The Good Samaritan began
I don't
first
see a
aid
gun.
on Leo and made the emergency call.
Yo, the police don't got guns out there, bro.
And Leo was critically injured, but still alive. West Midlands police officers and an ambulance crew arrived at the park. Kian Moulton, stayed at the scene and was talking to people as if he had stumbled upon the incident. Moulton's demeanor was eerily controlled. He even assisted by guiding officers to the location and describing how he supposedly found Leo. Not realizing the killer was right in front of them, police took Moulton's statements at face value. On an officer's body cam video, Moulton can be heard coolly giving an account of his movement.
So, like, I just want to know, did they know he did this to that old lady? Like, when he here with the stick and shit? Like, did she identify him? Or they found out all this after? That's what I need to know, low-key.
So just to confirm, you've been riding along here around 3-ish? Yeah. Was it 3 bang on or was it after 3? Because it's now.
And 3 people in 3 days, you would think the police would have started seeing right there.
Can't really remember, but it was around the street.
Near to 4. You've then seen the lady in
Okay. No, I've seen him, and then as I was looking at her, I didn't touch him because that could put me in that case.
Okay.
But I was seeing her, she was walking there.
Yeah.
So then, yes, so I came and told her to call the police, and then I went and got him, and then him.
Throughout this interaction, Kian never betrays any guilt or nervousness. He does not flee. Instead, he plays the role of witness to perfection, remarkably composed for a child who had just committed a murder. The responding officers,
shit, he almost killed 2 other
focused on
people.
saving Leo's life, had little reason to suspect the helpful teen at that moment. They noted his name and let him leave after he'd given his version of events. Paramedics worked to stabilize Leo on the scene. He had lost a great deal of blood from the single stab wound, which had caused catastrophic internal damage. As the ambulance raced him to Birmingham Children's Hospital, medics performed life-saving measures and eventually got him into emergency surgery. Tragically, despite all efforts, Leo Ross succumbed to his injury.
R.I.P. Leo, man.
He was pronounced
R.I.P.
dead
Leo.
at 7:30 p.m. that
R.I.P.
evening in the hospital
Leo.
after surgeons were unable to save him. Over the next few hours, detectives pored over hundreds of hours of video recordings. This painstaking review paid off. CCTV cameras did in fact catch glimpses of a youth on a bicycle, riding around the park before the murder and fleeing afterward. One camera placed Moulton near the scene immediately before and after Leo's stabbing.
Yo, this little nigga is
Before long,
crazy, bro.
the trail led officers to a residential area in Yardley Wood, not far from the park, exactly where Kian lived. Given that Moulton had already provided his name during his witness interview, detectives had enough to connect the dots. Within mere hours of Leo's death, police decided to arrest Kian Moulton.
Yes,
Late on the
damn.
night of January the 21st, police showed up at
Took
Moulton's
y'all
home,
long enough.
the secure children's unit where he was staying, and took him into custody. Kian was arrested on suspicion of Leo's murder. Once in custody, Kian refused to
stressed out.
cooperate with detectives. In formal interviews, he answered no comment to every question. He provided no explanation or motive for what happened, maintaining an obstinate silence on the murders and other incidents.
Have you suffered abuse at Hartgrove Hospital in Chicago? You may qualify to file a
But by that point, the evidence against him was mounting by the hour. The forensic evidence came back confirming that the recovered knife was indeed the murder weapon. It had Leo Ross's DNA on it, and crucially, traces of Kian's DNA as well. Additionally, when police
didn't he have gloves
searched Kian's
on?
bedroom, they found clothing with Leo's blood on it.
Cooked.
In that same search of Moulton's
Take
room,
his ass to jail.
investigators discovered a handwritten note, essentially a confession letter that Kian had penned after the murder. "I'm not going to lie. I will hold my hands up and say that I done it. I stabbed him, lower right stomach." Police also connected all 3 attacks on elderly women.
That
to
wasn't, bro,
Moulton.
what? That wasn't no letter, boy. He was spitting bars. That boy was about to make a rap song about it.
"I'm not going to lie. I will hold my hands up and say that I done it.
I'm not going to
I
lie, I'm going to
stabbed
hold
him,
my hands up and say
lower
that I
right
done it.
stomach."
I stabbed him,
Police
low right
also
stomach.
connected all 3
Bro,
attacks on
he
elderly
just
women
made
to
a
Moulton.
rap out of it. He
When
just didn't
confronted
finish
with the
his song
evidence
because
of those
you said
assaults,
hours after y'all
Kian
busted him.
chose
He was
to
in the
admit
middle
to
of writing
most
that
of them.
bitch.
Ultimately,
Bro was in the middle of writing that damn song. Y'all bust down his door and locked him up. Swear to God, that wasn't no confession letter.
Whitley,
Bro was just about to write a diss song on Lil Dude.
82-year-old and 72-year-old on January 19th and 20th,
What?
and even to a lesser assault on another woman on January 21st, prior to the murder.
That is
With
crazy.
CCTV footage placing him at the scene, forensic science tying him to the knife and blood, and even a written confession, the case against Kian Moulton was ironclad. By the end
And
of
if he
January
wasn't rapping,
2025,
he just rapped on accident.
Kian was formally charged with Leo's murder and multiple related offences.
Good.
He was remanded to a secure youth detention facility to await trial. Initially, Kian Moulton was set to face a full murder trial in Birmingham Crown Court. He was 14 at the time of the crime, turning 15 by the time the case progressed through the courts in 2025. As a minor, his identity was shielded by law throughout the pre-trial process. A trial date was scheduled for early 2026.
Oh, he got the Louis V hat on too.
However, just days before the trial was to commence, Kian's lawyers indicated that he would change his plea to guilty, thus avoiding a trial. On January 29, 2026, at a plea hearing, the now 15-year-old admitted to Leo's murder. Additionally, he admitted to possessing a bladed article on the day of Leo's killing. On February 10th, 2026...
Hey, that's my birthday. Locked his ass up on my birthday. Good. Good. Fuck you talking about?
A sentencing hearing took place in Birmingham Crown Court. Given the gravity of the case, much of the harrowing detail that was gathered by investigators
How many years
was
this nigga
revealed
get? Come
publicly
on.
during this hearing. It was also revealed that even after his arrest, Moulton's violent behavior continued.
Oh yeah, he was in
while
that
in
bitch banging out.
The judge
So
noted
they get
incidents
crazy.
over the past year in custody where Kian had either attacked others or harmed himself. His defense barrister spoke in mitigation, acknowledging the devastating impact of Kian's actions, but trying to shed light on why a child could do such things. They characterized Kian as a deeply disturbed young person with serious psychological issues. He informed the court that Kian had been diagnosed with conduct disorder and ADHD.
ADHD ain't doing that to nobody, bro. I got ADHD. I don't walk around this bitch trying to beat up old people or beat up little kids.
The
Lying.
repeated history of
And when I was little, I wasn't like that
and was
neither.
prone to bizarre,
Keep it a pin.
erratic behavior. The defense described how Kian had engaged in episodes
Maybe.
of self-harm and seemed to lack normal emotional
I
responses.
grew up though. He ain't
He
had time to
also
grow up.
pointed out that Kian
Damn
was
it.
extremely young to be facing life imprisonment.
Fuck
and that
no,
his
he's not. Boy beat the shit out of that old lady with the stick and then hit the other old lady, broke her ribs. She had to get a hip replacement and then he killed somebody. He's too young to face life? Fuck no. That little nigga need 3 counts of life.
rehabilitation and safety in custody were concerns. After these remarks, the court moved to the matter of sentencing. The judge sentenced Kian Moulton to life in prison with a minimum term of 13 years to be served in custody. This means that Kian must spend at least 13 years behind bars before he can even be considered for release on parole.
Don't release that.
Since he was 15 at sentencing, the earliest he could possibly go free would be around the year 2039, when he would be in his late 20s. Even at that point, release would depend on a parole board assessment of whether he still poses a danger.
Hell no, he's still banging out in there.
The 13-year minimum term immediately drew an outraged response from Leo's family in court. Leo's mother,
that dude
Rachel
locked up.
Fisher, speaking to the press afterward, slammed the 13-year minimum term as a complete and utter joke. In her view, it was grossly inadequate for the taking of her child's life and would not deter other youths from knife violence.
At all.
In the weeks following the sentencing,
Drive, Uncle,
Leo's
drive.
family and the
I know
Birmingham
y'all seen that
community
video.
struggled
Drive,
to come
Uncle.
to terms with what had happened.
Oh
Many
my
who
God,
never
my
knew
God.
Leo personally were moved by the tragedy of a child killed in their neighborhood. The spot that had been a crime scene became a vigil site, with candles lit in Leo's memory. Members of the community spoke of their shock that such violence could occur in a familiar local park in daylight. Parents held their children a little closer and wondered if more could have been done to protect Leo.
All right, boys, that's it for that video. Look, man, R.I.P. Leo. And damn, boy, that little nigga is demon. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Remember, let me get 10 likes on this video. Leave a comment. If you want me to react to anything, I'll react to it.